Welcome to my channel, Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking. Today, I am going to teach you how to make a vegetarian meal. Tofu, coconut, sweet coconut rice, and veggies. And here we go. Okay, I'm going to start out. I'm going to use a cup of rice. And I'm going to use a cup of milk. And I'm going to use a cup of water. This is the most delicious rice you could ever dream. Then I'm going to put about a half a cup of just regular sweetened coconut. I have to give a big shout out to my girlfriend Pam. She bought me this beautiful stand to light up my area with. And it looks like it's doing a great job. Thank you so much, Pam. She bought it for me for my birthday. And then I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to put a pinch of cardamom. If you have cardamom seed, you can do that. But I'm just going to put in just a pinch of cardamom. And maybe like 3 cloves. And 1 cinnamon stick. And I'm going to start that. And I'm just going to cook it regular, just, you know, bring it to a boil and then simmer it for 20 minutes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my other ingredients. I'll be right back. And I am going to add about a tablespoon of butter, just for good measure. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to chop up some of the veggies that I'm going to put in this. You know, you don't have to add veggies. This is absolutely delicious without vegetables in it, but I just like having veggies in my stuff. And when you're doing curry, anything you really put in it is going to be delicious. So I'm just going to use probably a 1/4 head of my cauliflower. If I don't drop it all on the floor. I got these new knives. They're Oster knives, and they're really good. I like them. Got them at Bell's Outlet. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Florida, but Bell's Outlet is really good. Okay, so I got that. And I've got a zucchini. I'm not going to put a lot of veggies in it, but I definitely want some. Okay. This is a nice little zucchini. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to put my zucchini in with my cauliflower. I washed some green onions. I'm going to save those for later. You don't put those in till the end. And now I'm going to chop up a couple of little onions. and about 3 cloves of garlic, and I'll be back. I decided to put a carrot in it too because it adds just a nice little sweetness to it. I haven't made this in, my gosh, I bet you 10 years. My friend Puspa was my neighbor in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and she taught me this delicious Asian cooking, and I just haven't done it in a while, and boy, I was craving this. It is just so yummy. Okay, I'm going to put that in with my other veggies, but I'm going to keep the onion and garlic out, and you'll see why. Okay, now I'm going to start preparing some of my spices. What you want to do is you want to take a mason jar, and I'm going to add probably 4 cups here of water to it. Or maybe that's 2 cups, I don't know. Half of a mason jar. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of coriander. Powder. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of turmeric to it. I get these spices in Michigan. And about a 1/2 teaspoon of the chili powder, because it's hot. But you really want this to be on the spicy side, because with that coconut rice, oh my God, it is so good. So that's about a 1/2 teaspoon. Then you just want to mix it all up. She always said you don't want to add the spices dry. You've always got to have them wet. So I'm going to set that off to the side, and I'm going to move you back to the fry pan over here. Okay, I'm going to start cutting up my tofu. Let me drain this. Okay, let me drain this other one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this a couple times that way so it's in thirds. And then what you want to do is cut it in triangles like that. I'm making a big batch because I want leftovers of this. This is just so delicious. What you want to do, I get the pan heating up there. Okay. I'm going to put that on some paper towel too. It's a little wet. That's how Puspa always cut it. She always cut it in triangles like that. So, okay, I've got the pan heating up, and I am going to add some oil. I'm just using regular canola oil for this. You got to put in quite a bit because you want it to brown good. And I'm going to stir my rice. That's looking really good. Look at that. Yum, yum. So it's got like 4 more minutes. All right, so I'm going to start. Let me see if it's hot enough here. No, it's got a little ways to go. Well, I think it's all right. And I'm just going to start frying my tofu until it's brown. There we go. I've got this on probably a medium-high heat. I'll probably fry these in like 3 batches. And once it gets brown on one side, I'll get back to you. Okay, this is getting good and brown, so I'm gonna turn it over. It took probably at least 5 minutes. Oh, silly. You want it to have that nice brown on it because it makes it taste good. And if I quit fighting these, maybe I could get them to turn. Oh, come on, silly. There we go. Okay, once I get these all browned up, I'll get back with you. Okay, I've got all my tofu fried. Just a nice little golden brown. And now I'm gonna drain off some of this grease because I don't want all that in there. But you do want a little bit. I'm gonna add my onion and garlic. And I'm going to add probably 3 cloves and another cinnamon stick. And get it out. I'm going to get this lightly browned and I'll be right back. Okay, you don't want to cook the garlic too much because you don't want it to get burnt. Now I'm going to add my veggies. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. On my rice, I should have added like a half a teaspoon. It still tastes good, but I wish I'd only put a half a teaspoon, so I'll put that down in the description too. You just want to stir these up a little bit. They don't really have to be brown. Then I'm going to add a small can of tomato paste. I'm telling you, this is so delicious. You're not even going to believe it. And like I said, you can just do it with just the tofu if you want, but I like the extra veggies. Okay. Then I'm going to add my spices that I conjured up. And I am going to mix that all up. And I'm going to let this simmer for probably 15 minutes. I want all the veggies to be tender. And I will give it a taste test. There's some of the spices that she used was like this black paste, and it was kind of a vinegary taste to it, and I don't have that, but if it needs a little vinegar, I'm gonna add it. So all right, I got that all mixed in. You don't want this real watery. You want to kind of make it like a gravy to put over that rice. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. You'd never dream that vegetarian food could have so much flavor, but it really does. All right, I'm gonna simmer this for probably 15 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, this has been simmering for, I did let it simmer for about a half hour because I want to make sure that the carrots and everything are done. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my tofu. I put it on paper towel and it took some of the grease away. And now, gently want to stir that in. And I'm going to let that simmer for another 15 minutes so it gets all that good broth over it. You guys would not believe how yummy this is. And it's been so long since I had it. Be careful not to break up your tofu. You want those pretty little triangles. Just make sure they're all covered with that nice sauce. Looks like I probably will be asking my friend to come over. I did make quite a bit, but oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, I'm gonna let that simmer covered for another 15 minutes. And it's worth the wait, believe me. Okay, this has been simmering for about 15 minutes now. And now we are gonna dish this up. Oh my gosh, so good. Pam, I love this new thing. It's so nice and smooth. I got this beautiful plate. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna dish up some of this beautiful rice. You wanna make this ahead of time because it stays hot. Look at that coconut rice. Oh my gosh. You wanna make sure you don't bite into a clove, so be careful. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this beautiful, beautiful tofu. Who would have known tofu could be so yummy? Then I'm gonna put some of my veggies. Gonna make that look a little more appetizing. I love this plate. Got it at a garage sale. And now I'm gonna take some of my veggies. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm telling you, this is so worth the work. And it's so good for you. Okay. Here it is. I think I'm going to put a little bit of the sauce over the rice too. There we go. Now it's right. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful vegetarian meal. And as usual, I forgot something. I've got my little green onion I'm going to sprinkle over it just to make it look a little more pretty. There. Now I'm finished. I love it. I can't wait. This is going to be my lunch. So, thank you so much for watching. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it and love the Lord with all your heart. And I love this new camera, Pam. Bye.